What's going on, guys? Hope you're having a good day. Today, I got a different video reaction to give you guys. It's Pierce Morgan discusses the new song Facts with Ben Shapiro and Tom Macdonald, which is now #1 on YouTube, I think, in the whole world right now. And he interviews Tom Macdonald first and then DJ Vlad and this guy named Talib Kweli. I have no clue who he is, but he's very cringe. So, yeah, I'm excited to show you guys this. Subscribe, like, let me know if there's anything you want me to comment or talk about in the future. All right, let's get this cringe interview started.
This begs the question, has hip-hop gone woke? I spoke to Ben about his unlikely transformation into a rap heavyweight yesterday. And today I'm joined by the artist who actually crafted the song, Tom Macdonald. So Tom, well, first of all, congratulations on this runaway smash hit. You're actually entitled to celebrate it because you are a bona fide rapper. Ben, I'm not quite so convinced by. Maybe a one-hit wonder. First of all, are you surprised by the backlash, or did you predict the backlash and that was one of the reasons you did the song in the first place?
Well, I've made a lot of sort of anti-woke anthems over the years, and there's always a certain degree of backlash that comes with it. So this one was sort of, a lot of my relationship with the audience is call and response. I make a song, people respond in the way that they do, and then I respond again with the next song. So, Facts with Ben is sort of the cap on a long line of anti-woke anthems that have been met with pretty heavy criticism.
People in the black rap community have come out and said, look, this is just blatant cultural appropriation racism.
I just want to suggest, if you guys want any good Tom Macdonald songs, I would say Snowflakes, Fake Woke, Dirty Money, America, Your America, American Flags. Those are just some. The list goes on. He has a lot of amazing songs.
Because you're accusing all their music that they produce of being about selling drugs, pushing guns, stripper poles, turning our sons into thugs, and so on. What do you say to that criticism?
I think that there's all types of rappers out there. There's black rappers and white rappers and Asian rappers and Indian rappers, all types of rappers. And I don't think that criticizing sort of the status quo of the genre or criticizing the prevalent content of the music, I don't agree that there's anything racist about that.
What struck rage over you guys, Lamp?
As we know, the left these days, they call everything racist that they don't agree with. But if you listen to rap these days, all it is degrading women, talking about killing people. And I mean, it does have a big effect on these younger kids. As you can see, crime skyrocketing right now. And sadly, a lot of these people that are doing these going into stores and robbing a lot at once in big groups are younger kids, it seems, or the ones that are jumping people in the streets. They're gangs of little kids. What do you think influences them the most, this kind of music?
Tuning this style of rap music than there is about the actual rap music, which often to me gets an extraordinary pass from criticism. And I said to Ben yesterday, when you have John Legend rewriting Baby It's Cold Outside because it's so offensive, but doesn't rewrite any of the lyrics of any of his rap friends, there's an obvious double standard.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that sort of in general, over the last 10 to 15 years, there's been very prevalent themes in hip hop, sort of objectifying women and glorifying violence and romanticizing drug abuse and stuff like that. And I think that hip hop likes to think of itself as quite a woke genre. And none of those things seem to quite align with what the woke mob is standing up and being vocal against. So I think it's a little bit hypocritical, but
Do you think you can be #1 on the Billboard chart, or do you think you may get subtly shadow banned to stop you getting there?
Well, it's happened before. I've had Billboard refuse to count my album sales. Yep. I'm completely independent. There's no record label. There's no distribution. There's no marketing team, nothing. I make all of my beats. I write all the songs. My girlfriend shoots the music videos, entirely independent of the music industry.
By the way, I just want to tell you guys about Tom Macdonald. If you guys are looking for an independent rapper, His girlfriend shoots his videos. They've pretty much been together forever. He's independent. He's not owned. Most of the music's about loving his country, supporting the military, supporting our police, and he's from Canada. So I mean, he's more patriotic than 95% of the rappers in America these days because he's not owned. He produces his own music, and yeah, it's amazing.
So, censorship, suppression, shadow banning, is very familiar with all of those things. Like I said, Billboard's refused to count my album sales before. They've removed me off trending charts on YouTube. My distribution company, TuneCore, which is supposed to be the alternative for artists who don't want to sign a major record deal, they are supposed to be able to go to TuneCore and independently release their own music. So I had TuneCore deny release of this song and say that they will not host it in any form because of quote unquote lyrical content.
That's crazy.
So, I think the buzz is there, and I think the press is there, and I think that the proof is in the pudding. I have access to the sales numbers, as do many other people. So I think it would be pretty hard for Billboard at this point in time to just blatantly snub us on the Billboard charts.
Can you make one promise finally, Tom, which is if you do get there, you don't make as part of your celebration a decision to do a whole album with Ben Shapiro? I don't think any of us could stomach that. Probably
I can
not even
absolutely
you.
make that promise. I can absolutely make that promise.
Tom, congratulations on the success. I
have a question before he switches to the other dude that's going to be super cringe. So a lot of people are calling Republicans racist because a lot of Republicans supposedly were upset that Ben Shapiro was in the song. Because, as you know, I've said in the past, I'm not a fan of Ben. He was pro-vaccine. He was for forced vaccines, I believe. Candace Owens said that recently in an interview with Tucker. And he's for funding Ukraine and sending all of our taxpayer money to Israel. So, I mean, he's been kind of like a neocon, I would call him, from the Rhino establishment when it comes to his calls and what he agrees with and doesn't agree with. But anyways, back to the video.
love the record because I see what you're doing with it, and I applaud you for it. It's sending up a lot of double standard, and I think that's important. Thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Pierce.
Okay, we heard from Tom, but now let's hear from the hip-hop establishment. Joining me now from New York is the highly respected rapper Talib Kweli, who also co-hosts the Midnight Miracle podcast with Dave Chappelle, and the DJ and digital media mogul DJ Vlad. Well, a very high-powered panel to respond. So let me start with you then, Talib. You and I have locked horns before on Twitter, as it used to be.
Yeah, you used to troll me on Twitter.
I think we both like to express ourselves forcefully, and absolutely no problem in doing that. What is your objection to this song?
Well, first of all, forgive my voice because I'm coming off tour. My voice sounds a little scratchy.
Forgive it.
I want to
Pretty
congratulate
cool,
Tom. Okay, cool. I want to congratulate Tom Macdonald on his journey in sobriety because that's very important to note. That part of his story is about his journey in sobriety. I do think it's very cowardly and very racist to blame hip hop for his addiction.
Whoa. That is a lie. A lot of people know that Tom Macdonald is an ex-addict who's gotten clean. In a lot of his songs, he's talked about his depression and when he used and how he got clean and how he stayed clean, the issues he dealt with, like physically and emotionally, and how he had like a nervous breakdown. He never blamed that on rap. The only thing Tom Macdonald has said is rap has gone to shit, which it has. And it seems to this guy it's gone woke. How much you want to bet this guy's going to bring up Trump?
As if white people don't have addiction issues. That's first and foremost. But if we're going to talk about the song Facts with Ben Shapiro, let's have a facts versus feelings conversation, which is something that Ben Shapiro always says. The hook of the song is "This ain't rap," which I agree with. It's not rap. It's not hip hop. Has nothing to do with rap. Pierce, you're wrong. The song has nothing to do with rap. This song, he says, money, cars, clothes. We ain't selling drugs. We ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns. We ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs and your daughters into hoes. This is not facts. He completely erased all.
All right, time out. If you go on YouTube trending videos right now, I guarantee 10 of the 15 rap songs in the top whatever rap charts all have to do with degrading women. I mean, Sexy Red, for example, or let's see, not Nicki Minaj. I actually think she's a decent rapper. I'm talking about Megan Thee Stallion. That's right. Megan Thee Stallion was actually put above Tom recently, even though his song was beating her by like 2 million views and a shit ton of comments. But they push that kind of music where in the song, I think she's like bragging about having her tits out and talking about these women are hoes. It's disgusting. No one wants to hear that. And the fact that there is a huge population of the younger generation that are listening to this and are actually getting influenced into doing these things, dressing, let's say, inappropriate for their ages, or going out and looting stores because in the music it talks about the cool life to be a gangster and to shoot people. I don't know. It just, whenever I hear rap music, it just blows my mind that this is actually allowed on the radio to be like just played in public.
Conscious hip hop. You see, I got this shirt from Tribe Called Quest, one of the greatest rap groups of all time. He erased what I do. He erased what my people do. And most of my friends don't rap about those things. Tom is lying about rap.
Well, yeah,
and,
but hang on. Okay, all right. Yeah, but hang on. I'm also, I don't think he's saying all rappers do. If he made a point of saying, he doesn't mean all rappers or all hip hop stars. But there's no doubt some do. There's no doubt some do that.
He made a point, of course. And there's some country music artists and some heavy metal artists that participate in violent and sexual content. But I would never make a song, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't specify that he meant some rap in the song. He specified that on your show when you question him. But on the song, he's saying, I'm trying to be offensive and I'm hoping to upset people.
No, that's not true. He's trying to wake people up. Who is this guy? I've never even heard of Talib Kweli. He is a very ignorant person. And this is your typical person that watches MSNBC and CNN. This is your leftist talking points. I guarantee soon he's going to bring up Trump. And DJ Vlad, I can already tell he's going to be a grifter. And he's just going to agree with everything.
So guess what? As a black man who does hip hop, I'm offended. If you were trying to offend me, well, then you did a good job. To claim that rap or art is a cause of violence and a cause of addiction in his life is irresponsible.
I'm sorry, I'm trying not to pause it as much, but I just find it ignorant that this guy Vlad's laughing as he's talking about the violent part. It is a big reason why crime is skyrocketing. I don't even know who this dude is. I'm gonna try to stop talking as much. It's just, I hate when people it's a lot of assumptions right now based on zero fact. It's MSNBC talking points is what it is.
Responsible and hypocritical. When a bomb drops in a nation, it falls on the just and the unjust. I watched a movie called Oppenheimer last night about a white man who made an atomic bomb that dropped on Japanese people because another white man genocided 6 million Jewish people. Killers of the Flower Moon is a great movie about white men who go and pillage and steal from Native American people. Yesterday, a Trump fan from Philly decapitated his father because his father was voting for Joe Biden.
No.
ISIS.
I ain't gonna let you get away with that lie. That's a lie. If you look it up, he actually hated Trump. No, that is 1000% a lie. And you know what's crazy? They only usually, so let's say there's 30 killings, crazy murders, and 29 of them are liberals, which it usually tends to be. They will ignore everything, not even put it up. But if there's one chance that it's a Trump supporter or a white person or anything close to Republican, you bet your ass they're going to be pushing that story out in every left-wing news station. Also, he said earlier that Ben Shapiro hated on rap. So it's not rap because he's in the song. He's not entitled to have his own opinion. He can rap and say rap sucks. There's nothing wrong with that. This dude is just a clear race baiter who's a clown, who doesn't know what he's talking about, who obviously needs to turn off CNN.
You can't tell me that in the culture that he claims that he stands for, that there's no violence and sex. You can't tell me that. Anyone who supports Trump, like Tom Macdonald does in his music, after Trump's mugshot, after January 6th, after this man has been indicted for rape and has 91 felonies, you can't tell me about Blue Lives Matter.
We got to talk about this. First off, we know the rape trial is a joke. It's hearsay. We've already talked about that. 2, January, you know what? I already know YouTube, CommieTube's going to try to correct it and put a little disclaimer at the bottom. We already know that was with the feds. Let's be very clear. You're the racist. You're the only one that constantly brings up skin color, bro.
can't tell me that you're about law and order. You're being a hypocrite.
Okay, powerful words. DJ Vlad, you've been
All
sitting
lives
there
matter.
patiently. What do you make of all this?
I mean, I agree somewhat with Talib Kweli, who's also a friend of mine. The problem is that when you talk about rap and you want to talk about the gangster lyrics, the violent lyrics, the drug lyrics, when you look at rap as a whole, when you look at the biggest rappers in the world right now, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, these guys aren't rapping about drugs. They're not talking about violence. They're not talking about, beating women. Or
All right. Well, that right there, though, that's only 3 of what, probably at least 30 top mainstream rappers there is. I can go through a list and give you a list of people that talk about the most disgusting stuff. I'll give you the best one, Megan Thee Stallion and Sexy Red. Those two are the most disgusting rappers I've ever seen. These women, I can't even make it through one song without just shaking my head or just being just disappointed that it's come to this point. But yeah, these two are a joke.
Else. And I think a lot of times when you have these songs that try to generalize these types of things, it oversimplifies things and it gives rap in general a bad name. So it's kind of annoying. And listening to the song, on face value, it doesn't sound like he's really saying anything wrong. But a lot of times when you have these sort of white supremacist type of sayings, like for example, all lives matter, from the outside looking in, of course, all.
So according to DJ Vlad now, if you think all lives matter, you're a white supremacist. This is coming from a guy who looks white to me. If anyone knows if this guy is otherwise a different culture, let me know. But this is what you call clown world. When white people say you're a white supremacist, if you think all lives matter.
All lives matter. But it's really a shot at Black Lives Matter and kind of trying to undermine that type of thing. So I really don't like, what we call in hip hop sneak dissing. And I feel the song has a lot of sneak dissing.
Talib, would it be fair to say that hip hop has moved to a,
I'm triggered because there's a lot of sneak dissing. But if you ever listen to a Lil Durk song, the whole song is about killing people, the whole 5 minutes of the song. But because he said all lives matter, it triggered me. Not killing, all lives matter. Let that sink in.
for want of a better word, a better place. That the biggest stars no longer want to rap about stuff that caused all the offense, and actually it's changed. Is that accurate?
See, I don't think that this should be a conversation with 3 white people and 1 black person about the state of hip hop and a referendum on hip hop. I think that's the wrong direction to go.
White people shouldn't have a conversation about the state of hip hop. Why is white people not allowed to listen to hip hop? Are we not entitled to our own opinion? What are you saying there, man? I feel like this is gonna make this guy, like, he's gonna lose a lot of deals he probably had after this interview, because this just makes him come off as a dick and a racist, to be honest. And yeah, and Eminem, wasn't he one of the biggest rappers of all time? I could probably think, I'm trying to think of something on the top of my head, but Mac Miller, he was one of the top rappers too. I mean, oh my God, these people are crazy.
One more thing I'm gonna say about Donald Trump is that Tom Macdonald is an immigrant. Donald Trump just said immigrants are poisoning our blood here in America.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I'm trying not to pause it as much, but this idiot right here, I'm not going to let him lie on Donald Trump's name. He didn't say that. He said illegals are killing Americans, which is true. What Donald Trump said, and that's what they keep on twisting that word. Illegals are killing Americans. I mean, illegals just attacked 2 cops, a group of illegals attacked 2 cops the other day, and were let out the same day by Brad, the attorney in New York that's trying to get Trump for no reason. But yeah, he's letting these illegals out like the day after they attacked cops and jumped them. And then on top of that, when they're let out of jail, they're flipping off the cameras while they're smiling. And get this, the one guy that was flipping off the camera the first time supposedly got arrested either the same night or the next day, because what he did next, because he was so emboldened since they let a criminal out of jail immediately, is he went up and started running his mouth again and flipping off cops. So they arrested him. I'm not sure if he's in jail right now still, but this is the disrespect these illegals are dishing out towards our police. And this idiot is supporting it and twisting Trump's word, you idiot. Ugh, people like this disgust me.
Trump uses white nationalist rhetoric from Mein Kampf and Hitler all the time, and this guy is a supporter of his.
Yeah,
This song is called Facts.
Talib, hang on. Listen, you can have your views about Donald Trump. That's fine. And by the way, you can say.
I said, I'm done with that. I'm done with
He's
that.
triggered.
I'm done with that. That's why I was going to the
I
song.
get it, but the idea that I'm not allowed to, or DJ Vlad isn't allowed to comment about hip hop or rap is ridiculous.
I didn't say that.
That is exactly what you said.
DJ Vlad, no, I didn't. Let me be clear. DJ Vlad is a controversial figure in our culture. A lot of people accuse him of being a culture vulture. That is not a criticism that I personally agree with, although I do understand the argument.
DJ Vlad is a culture vulture, just with the all lives matter white supremacist words he said. Yeah, look at him. He's a grifter. This dude's a punk. DJ Vlad, you're a sellout if you ever see this.
I work with, unbeknownst to a lot of people, I've done more songs with
no
white
one knows
rappers
you.
than any rapper you can name, any black rapper you can name. My next singles featuring Mac Miller, rest in peace. I've worked with Macklemore. I work with R.A. the Rugged Man. There's no problem with white people in hip hop. There's a problem with racist white people in hip hop. And Tom McDonald's song is racist and is factually incorrect. And I could break.
I would love to have a debate with this clown. I'd be like, just tell me what he says that's racist. And then on top of that, tell me what Trump said that's racist. And then we'll get into a debate and I'll just shut you out with facts. Because this guy's talking out of emotions, zero facts.
Down what's factually incorrect in the song Facts. And I could break down how Ben Shapiro started his career by saying rap isn't music. So you got somebody featured on your song who tweeted in 2019, fact, rap isn't music. And if you think it is, you're stupid. Well, that person is clearly not an anti-racist, intelligent person.
So you're racist if you say that rap is stupid, and that so he said rap's stupid, and he put out a rap song, and because he did both, that makes him racist? This dude takes stupid to the next level, I'm telling you.
Tom McDonald owes the hip-hop community an apology for putting someone on a song that in 2009, writing for a white nationalist site, Breitbart, wrote an article saying rap is crap. These people don't respect hip-hop. Tom McDonald is making rap for people.
Well, I think you're missing. Look, I played some of this stuff back to Ben Shapiro yesterday. I think you're slightly missing the point. He's lampooning the world of rap and hip-hop.
I'm not missing the point.
He thinks there's a lot of hypocrisy and double standard there.
I'm very clear that Ben Shapiro is lampooning hip hop. I'm very clear about that. I'm not under any misconception.
Look, even you must admit, when John Legend goes out of his way to rewrite the lyrics to "Baby It's Cold Outside" because of the Me Too campaign, because he thinks it's about sexual assault, but doesn't rewrite any lyrics from any hip hop or rap song in the last 50 years. You've got to admit there is a ridiculous double standard there, isn't there?
I couldn't disagree more. I completely disagree.
Really?
Because I think you're removing all social, political, and historical context.
Again, this is what you call being very biased and not honest. This is what you call a person that has MSNBC, CNN brains, which is no brains at all. People like this are really at this point in time with all the crap going on in this world, it's hard not to just give up on them, but we can't give up. This dude needs to debate some type of intelligent conservatives. Pierce isn't one of them. He always tries to when it comes to conservatives, Pierce will go in on interviews like Carrie Lake, for example, or Vivek Ramaswamy. But with this clown who's just openly lying and calling people racist, he doesn't really debate. He just lets them trash talk and lie, and no consequences or correcting them at all.
That goes into creating hip hop and equating it with the social political context. That
You
goes
genuinely
into
think "Baby It's Cold Outside" is more offensive than anything that
I didn't say that.
Well, you implied it.
I didn't say that. I said no. I didn't imply it. I said you are removing context to make a false equivalency.
No, the context is very straightforward. John Legend chose to rewrite the lyrics to "Baby It's Cold Outside."
I understand,
but he didn't rewrite any of the offensive, misogynist, violent lyrics of his friends in the rap world.
Pierce, I get that that's how you feel. But your feeling.
It's not a feeling, it's a fact.
And the facts is, oh no, that's not. Well, it's not a fact that it's a problem.
It's a fact that John Legend hasn't rewritten any lyrics to people in the hip hop world.
And it's not a. Pierce Morgan, John.
You can tell this guy's blood is boiling. Look at him. He looks like he is about to lose his mind. That's all.
It's not your slave. He doesn't have to do
What?
it.
He's not my
That's a
slave, but he
fact.
can be a hypocrite, and he was.
Then
Then
let's stop
Slave.
talking about John Legend, because this is not about John Legend. Let's
No,
talk
but
about the
you-
song Facts.
all right, but you-
Let's stop deflecting.
I'm
Stop
not
deflecting,
deflecting.
and let's talk about the song Facts.
Okay.
Okay, so can we get back to the
Hang
song
on.
Facts?
Let me
Okay,
bring in
the
DJ
first-
Vlad. He's
the
been
first-
This is cringe level 10. The fact that this guy has a single friend around him with this type of ignorance, oh, my mind is blown.
lyric.
Talib, there's three of us
Okay,
here. We bring in
okay.
DJ Vlad. You apparently, DJ Vlad, you're a culture vulture.
Oh, he
What
is.
does that mean, first of all?
I mean, from my point of view, I think that's a slang for pretty much any white person in hip hop. I've seen every prominent white person in hip hop being called a culture vulture, from Steve Rifkin to Leor Cohen to Eminem to Mac
black
Miller.
people. Also, black people get called culture vultures. Also, black people get called culture vultures in this culture.
So it doesn't. It's
Not just
not.
white
It's
people,
not
also
skin
white.
skin color specific. You can be a black
it's
or
not,
white
it's not, it's
culture
not.
vulture. Right. Okay. All
It's
right.
not. Absolutely.
Am I a
Absolutely.
culture vulture?
But white people do get it. White people do get a little heavier than others, and I've never minded being.
That's
called
right,
that.
because
For me,
white
it's
people.
fine.
That's
I'm not sure
exactly
about-
that's
I-
exactly right,
yeah.
because white people are the dominant
Yeah.
group. That's how it goes. Racism is not logical or convenient for anybody.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, white
I-
people
I
aren't the
don't mind.
dominant
My
group in music. I mean,
contribution-
hang on. White people are not the dominant group in music anymore. I would say most of the
Yes, they
biggest
are.
stars
Yes,
in the
they are.
world right
Yes,
now
they
are not
white.
white.
People own all of the record companies.
This guy can't let anyone talk. He just talks over everyone with his ignorant ass. Oh, that face of his is just so cringe. Anytime he opens his mouth, it upsets me. I don't remember the last time I've gotten so triggered, as they call it, by just a clown. Talk about race and just lie and talk over everyone. Just lie.
White people own all of the record companies, Pierce. That's true.
Well, I
White
had that
people,
conversation
the
with
6 major
Kanye.
labels-
I had that conversation with Kanye, and he felt very strongly about it. And I had that conversation with him, and he may have a point about that.
White
doesn't-
people own all of the.
But it doesn't
money in
change the
hip-hop.
fact
That's a
that many of the biggest and most successful and richest music artists in the world right now are black. That is also true.
All right, well, let's change places. How about we get all the money and y'all get to tap dance? How about that?
I don't think you're short of a few, Bob.
What an ignorant comment and statement to say. He's the one saying that the white people are in charge, and now he's saying, let's switch and take your money and you tap dance? Bro, you are the one making yourself look like an ignorant puppet. Oh, sorry. Woosah, Jordan. Woosah.
Are
What'd you say?
I don't think you're short of a few bob, as we'd say in England. You've got a few dollars up your sleeve.
It doesn't. The money is not about whether or not one individual makes it. I am an exception to the rule. The vast majority of my people are not rich people, and that's a fact. And I'm an exception to the rule because I make.
And I guarantee this guy that's trashing white people and talking about race the whole time, this clown, doesn't really help any of the hood, but he complains a lot, just like LeBron and all these big name people, these liberals that are elites that always talk about knowing people that don't have it good, never seem to really help out the hood, right? They just talk a lot about it.
Doing conscious underground hip hop. I'm not doing pop hip hop. I'm not appealing to a MAGA fan base. I don't rap about materialism, misogyny. I don't do any of that. So I'm
Okay.
the exception to the rule.
Talib, it's good to have you on the program. Come back. I've enjoyed this debate.
Well, hold on.
I've got to move on.
I want to. Okay, but I want to say that Ben Shapiro has a history of racist comments.
Yeah, you said that,
And for
but-
Tom McDonald.
You know what?
Okay,
Listen.
well then y'all should acknowledge that.
Okay, you said your bit. DJ Vlad, thank you for coming back on. Please come again soon. I enjoyed that debate. Thank you very much.
Wow. Oh, one sec, guys. Sorry. I was trying to pause it. Well, that was something you haven't really seen in a while. Oh my gosh. That dude, something else. But anyways, I am going to try to be posting my first long podcast tonight where I just talk about news and whatnot. But yeah, comment, like, subscribe. Let me know if there's anything you want me to react to or talk about in the future. Have a good night.